Hi everyone and welcome to ACE Study Guides. Today we are going to learn how to annotate an article for an argument or language analysis. During the exam, you will have 15 minutes for reading. We suggest spending 10 minutes reading section C carefully and slowly. You want to look for the big ideas, aka the contention, issue, audience, and purpose. If you still have time, start identifying the specifics, for example, the tone, arguments, and persuasive devices used. Once the writing time begins, you should spend 5 minutes annotating and planning your response. Make sure that you have your highlighters ready. Now we are going to annotate an article together. Before we start, download the article from the VCAR 2019 exam below. Have 5 or more highlighters and make sure you read the whole text before annotating. The first thing you want to do is to highlight what you have identified during reading time. You don't need to highlight everything. Focus on things that support the overall contention or the arguments, and think about what is more effective in conveying the writer's point of view. For example, is alliteration more important or appeal to logic? Now you want to identify the arguments that make up the overall contention, any tone or tonal shifts, the main persuasive approaches. Make sure you write these on the sideline so you can refer back to it when writing your analysis. We suggest using different coloured highlighters for different arguments. It gives you a visual representation of how the paragraphs differentiate but also connect to one another. It also makes it much easier to refer to when writing. When preparing for the exam, take your time and focus on key skills. Make sure you can identify more complex techniques and consolidate your understanding of how language is used to convey the writer's stance. When under exam conditions, only annotate what you need. It is not a technique finding mission. A good way to do it is to zoom in and out. Number or separate the arguments with a line. This will allow you to not only zoom into the specifics of an argument, but also zoom out and see how the arguments connect and support one another. Something that students always forget to comment on is the development of argument. Think about how the writer structures their piece. How do they begin their piece and why? Why do they start with one technique and end with a different appeal? Do the ending arguments refer to previous statements? And are there any structural elements like headings, dot points, or layout which contribute to the contention? Last but not least, we have the image. When annotating the image, you want to connect it to one of the arguments. Think about the techniques used, the placement, and how it supports the overall arguments. And there you have it. You have completed all the steps required to annotate. Now for some study tips. Before your exam, practice under timed conditions with different text types. You want to ensure that the texts you choose are from credible sources and are recent, aka post-September 2019. Collaborate with friends, peer assess each other and share ideas. And most importantly, reflect on the feedback from your teachers. Think about what you can do to improve. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out our Instagram and resources with the links below. Don't forget to like the video and let us know in the comments below what you would like to see next.